story all about how her hair got twisted and turned all around. And I'd like to take a minute while you sit right there and tell you how her hair became tangled and matted beyond repair. Hey there, and welcome back to Real Hair Crimes here on the Babe Hair Extensions channel. Now, I may not be a rapper, but I am your host, and my name is Courtney. Now, this is a vlogcast for hairstylists from Hairstylists Behind the Chair, specifically with extension artists in mind. But if you're not a stylist or an extension artist, you're still welcome to hang out and crime solve with us, and we love having you here. Now, this story takes us deep into the rat's nest, and it is quite the doozy. So here it is. This is my story during my early years of Behind the Chair and the client that was the starting point of my consent form or consultation form for my business. I had installed a full head of fusions, and it was human hair, but maybe not likely the best quality. I had educated my client verbally with an aftercare and gave her an extensions brush. Now, about 3 to 4 weeks later, she called me in a panic and said her hair was so matted and so tangled that she couldn't even brush it. Now, after asking her questions on the phone about aftercare, I got the common response of, "I'm doing what you told me to do." I had about 30 minutes in my schedule that week to have her come in so I could take a look, and it was the craziest hot mess of a rat's nest in the entire back of her hair that I had ever seen. Come to find out, she had taken about a 10 to 11 hour motorcycle ride with no braid, no ponytail, and no helmet. Now, she knew I only had 30 minutes, so I ended up having to send her home with some deep conditioner and a metal tail comb so she could finish untangling the matted hair. It was so awful. She was so upset, and I told her I was sorry, but it was her responsibility to ensure that she maintains her hair and brushes properly. Now, I almost quit doing extensions altogether after that, and I did have a friend at the salon help me think through the situation better. It was a great learning experience for me and likely the beginning of creating a consent form for my business. So, what is the crime in this story? Why don't you guys note that in the comments what you think the crime is? We'll make it a little interactive game. So if you say something to the effect of, well, maybe it is the fact that she was on a 10, 11 hour motorcycle ride with no braid, no ponytail, and no helmet, you'd be pretty correct. But is that the real hair crime in this story? Not so sure. Upon further investigation, if you remember at the very beginning of the story, there was a little side note that said something to the effect of, "This was the start of my consent form for my business." Do you remember catching that at the beginning? You may have to go back and rewatch. So at the very beginning, we said, the stylist was like, this is probably my tipping point right here. This is probably what started the whole fact of me needing a consent form for my business because all of these things happened. So what we can surmise from that was that maybe it was a verbal agreement, and maybe not something that was actually written down and handed to the client, or that the client signed saying, "I give you express permission to do this. I also agree to, uphold your aftercare guidelines," something, right? So when we're using words like consent form and, consultation form, they're kind of a little bit synonymous. So the real hair crime in all of this is actually the fact that there was no consent or consultation form with a list of do's and don'ts that the client would actually sign. And then, of course, we also have this other crime of the client themselves not actually taking care of their hair the proper way. So now, how do we solve this? Easy. So easy. You're going to want some sort of consultation form. So we have one at Babe Hair Extensions, and it's front and back. So it gives you a little bit of things like expectation, what the guest really wants, hair history. It also gives a little bit of health history, not to be their doctor, but really to just find out if there's any active shedding of the hair. If there is, we want to maybe avoid certain methods or avoid extensions for a while for the health and safety of the hair. But then also, there's this little side note here that says lifestyle. Are they a skydiver? Are they a horseback rider? Are they a swimmer? Are they a motorcycle rider, whatever the case may be. So what is their lifestyle like? We really want to be able to choose the right method for the right client, and then also guide them based off of their lifestyle of how to properly care for their hair extensions. So easy solving is just having something that is written down that says, okay, guest, you are responsible for this and this and this. I am on my end going to ensure that you have this and this and this. So, we want you guys to reach out if you have any questions, and we want to be there for you. And that's the reason that we kind of have a lot more of these stiffer rules, if you will, for hair extensions versus others, things that we do behind the chair. So with this consultation form, you also want the proper maintenance. So that's easy. Case closed, right? Consultation form or consent form, something with do's and don'ts, something that has something about their lifestyle and how we can actually tailor that to their lifestyle. We want to make sure that we're really customizing every experience to what it is that the guest is doing. And then also having the proper maintenance kit. And you're in luck if you are looking for a maintenance kit, because we have an amazing one here at Babe Hair Extensions. So our maintenance kit will help solve a whole host of your other crimes down the road. Okay, so this is equipped with one of my favorite things, shower cap. Now, I am kind of shower cap obsessed. It's slightly embarrassing how many shower caps I actually do own. If you ask my husband, he'll be like, way too many. So I love a shower cap for the days that I don't want to shampoo. Now, side note with shampooing, we really want you to shampoo as less as possible, again, for the health of the hair and the extensions wear time. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to go like weeks and weeks and weeks, but for the days that you don't want to shampoo, this is your best friend. Fits over all the extension methods. We also have a really great scrunchie. I love the scrunchie for maybe those 10, 11-hour motorcycle rides, whatever it is that you're doing. I love this for nighttime too. So I can tie my hair back in a braid or a ponytail before bedtime. It's really soft and gentle on the hair. We also have these really cute rhinestone clips. They say babe on them. I'm actually wearing one. Adds a little pizzazz, a little sparkle into your hairstyle. So I love these little clips. And then we also have one of my literal I cannot live without items, and that is our Babe brush. Now, this brush is designed with nylon and boar bristles, and this will glide across all attachment points, whether it's tape, beaded, fusion, sewn and weft, doesn't matter. You're going to go ahead and glide it across all the way from the top and really combing all the way down through. So this brush is the perfect brush, and really the only brush that I ever recommend my extension clients use, because it's got those nylon and boar bristle brushes. So it will glide across all attachment points and detangle, add shine to the hair. You can use this wet or dry. So I don't recommend any other brush. This is the only brush I use, and it comes in this maintenance kit. Also in this maintenance kit is a little bit of a do's and don'ts on it as well. So this has the proper way to take care of your hair, but if you're still unsure on how to do it, it also has a QR code on the back that your clients can scan, and this will give them access to a maintenance blog. So if they have any extra questions or concerns, they can always just scan this or text you or call you directly and find out what they're supposed to do with their hair. So I love this, and we have a special offer for you with this maintenance kit. It is Kit 5. So y'all know we're about our codes and our little giveaways here. So Kit 5 is the code that you're going to want to use. So with this code, you will have $5 off this maintenance kit. Okay, so it's for a limited time only. Kit 5. Okay, $5 off of our maintenance kit. I love sending this home with every guest every time. Okay, so it's that important. Have that consultation form, have that consent form, and then send them home with the proper aftercare. Now, you can even include other things into this if you want to, but this will solve literally most of your problems right here. So Kit 5, use it. It's for a limited time only. And then get those consent forms, those consultation forms. If you already have one, great. If you don't, we're going to link some in the description below so you have access to ours. So you can modify it, do whatever you need to do to help out your business. Whatever you need to do is completely fine. We'll link that in the description below for you. And don't forget the code KIT5. What crimes will we come up with next? You'll have to wait and see. Until then, join us on Instagram at Babe Hair or on our TikTok at Babe Hair. And stylists, don't forget to check out our Solutions Academy under babehairextensions.com. We'll see you next time, crime solvers.